My name is Harriet Wichin. I'm so proud to be the Executive Director of the MNjcc. Thank you, Brian. The story of September 2019 to August 2020 is really a tale of 2 years. From September to February, we were a vibrant, busy hub of children and adults coming and going from early morning until lights out. Year J. And from March to August, an abrupt closure leading to gradual plans for hope and recovery. This year, we had the chance to see what we're made of. I learned how important the JCC is to your lives. You, our community, gave generously to support us in a time of great need, a time that will certainly continue. You spent valuable hours embedded in J programs and conversations. When our staff moved quickly to bring spring programs online after we closed, you connected directly to the teachers you cherish and the experiences you value. Thank you. I'm so grateful to the staff who delivered exceptional service and programs while managing the impact of COVID on their own lives, as did you. Our children still graduated from their classes, held recitals, adults continued to learn, exercise, sing, celebrate, and meditate together online. Friends and family from far and wide, all time zones, bridged the distance and attended online. Our passionate fitness team that many of you know, led by our partner, Live North, used every means possible to reach out and help you stay well and fit. Instagram, Facebook, Zoom. Social media followers grew, as did our online fitness community. As we approached the summer with fresh air and renewed hope, our facilities, fitness, schools, and operations teams worked together to outfit our building for safe reopening, spreading out equipment, moving bikes up to the gymnasium, cleaning classrooms, creating protocols, putting up so much plexiglass, creating a Tetris game of entrances and exits, fueled by the optimism that the fall would start to feel normal again. Thank you to our on-site staff who have sustained a tiny but bustling J community this year. To our remarkable early childhood education staff who have maintained a safe, thriving childcare and preschool environment for our little ones. Your commitment to enhanced safety protocols that you must abide by every minute of the day is unwavering. I have seen it, and I applaud you. Thank you to our on-site ambassadors, carefully screening staff and children with a cheerful attitude and a sense of calm. And to our partners, Downing Street Property Management, Paladin Security, and GDI Cleaning Services, who, despite everything, installed our new steam rooms. Yes, the Schwitz is operating, but closed. Secured the building even when it was lonely and empty, and sustained a heightened level of COVID cleaning protocols, keeping us safe and in tip-top shape. As Adam said, we deepened our Jewish journeys, rejoiced together when we could, with parties, dances, apples and honey and latkes, until such time that we baked online, downloaded holiday kits, walked in the forest at a distance, shared the challenges in intercultural interfaith households when celebrating not one, but 2 December holidays alone in our homes. We continued our quest for knowledge, creativity, and culture through online experiences with great facilitators, and built important connecting communities with young adults with disabilities. We deepened our relationship with the Azrieli Foundation to find innovation in that work, and welcomed a new partnership with Centennial College to support isolated seniors. We welcomed Israeli newcomers so that even in the midst of a pandemic, they had friends waiting for them when they made the journey to a new life in Canada. This year, we discovered the Hybrid J, a mix of on-site and virtual programming that enables us to reach beyond our footprint so you can experience the J at home. Imagine how bustling it will be when we can once again gather together in the building, in the pool, the Al Green Theater, fitness center, gymnasium, classrooms, chapel, rooftop, and locker rooms. Our senior management team provides us with a heightened level of counsel, superior problem solving, and unwavering commitment to careful resource management, impact, living our mission, while facing ever-changing government orders and unknown scientific realities. Those behind the scenes manage the finances, human resources, marketing, development, operations, and information services. They create solutions that keep us open and solvent, safe and efficient, and meet the ever-changing technological demands of an online world and the uncertainty of shifting financial sands. As I acknowledge them, I thank in particular Rosalind Kamen, our Chief Operating and Financial Officer, for her steady hand on operations and her partnership to me. Together, Roz and I thank and recognize the senior team and the departments they represent: David Fielder, Matthew Lenner, Angie Stilitano, Maxine Bailey, Naomi Kramer, Peter Failhaber, Joe Michaels, Fallon Butler, who's now on maternity leave, and we welcome Heather Corner to the team, Julie Murphy, Liv Mendelson, Esther Arbide, Phil Knight, and Kathy Indig. I'd like to extend our deepest gratitude to Kathy in particular for her 16 years of service as she prepares to retire as Director of Early Childhood Education this June. We look forward to celebrating her at that time, even from a distance. I would also like to acknowledge the 25 years of service of Gretchen Aberger, Chair of our Music Department and Director of our Suzuki School, still going strong. When I close these remarks, we'll share images of the year we had. Nothing says it better than photos. Please pay special attention to all the names of our wonderful staff complement at the end of that presentation. Together, they made the year happen. We hope that the layoff of so many of them will not be long-lasting. I'm grateful for our board and the leadership of our chair, Brian Pouquier. This year, board members deepened their service and created new structures to face the crisis head-on. From our reopening task force to our medical advisory committee, directors and community lay leaders worked to ensure that our guiding principles, vision, and mission, and our deep care for the safety and longevity of our community would underpin every decision we made. I salute them for being the first JCC to sign on to the No Silence on Race platform, an initiative founded by Canadian Jews of color to examine and dismantle systemic racism found in the organizations of Jewish communal life. This work continues, as Brian said, with the board staff task force on anti-racism and will eventually include community members. I will in particular miss my strong board partner in Jody Shanoff, who steps down after 16 years of service. Thank you so much, Jody. The JCC is committed to strengthening the fabric of Jewish life downtown with more than 50 agencies of our Downtown Jewish Community Council. This year, we tackled important dialogues of land acknowledgement, welcoming Jews of color, broadening our inclusion of the LGBTQ community, and battling anti-Semitism. Our educational partners, the Paul Penna Downtown Jewish Day School and the Downtown Jewish Community School, moved their schools online with excellence and determination. The J has great partners in principals Amy Platt and Belinda Keshen. We are deeply invested in their success. We thank once again the many funders who believed in us this year and our ability to serve vulnerable and isolated members, to ease their loneliness with a phone call, a helping hand to navigate technology, a program, or a volunteer opportunity to help others. And every level of government, through federal wage subsidy, rent subsidy, and childcare support, the United Way, the Azrieli and Toronto Foundations have helped us survive thus far. I want to thank in particular our partner UJA Federation, who've helped sustain us with unprecedented support so that our building and our community will be here for generations to come. Their commitment anchors us as a hub of diverse, welcoming downtown Jewish life is open to all. Our resiliency campaign, this drive to raise $2 million to sustain us through the significant losses due to the pandemic, is spearheaded by our 3 lead donors. Thank you to Miles Nadell, thank you to David Green and Daphne Wagner, and thank you to Freddie Shore. Their commitment, together with community donors and so many of our generous staff, will make it possible for the JCC to survive and thrive. Finally, thank you to all of you, members, staff, volunteers, donors, and board, and welcome to our new board members. Together, we will navigate the time ahead as we look at what was, live through what is. We'll ask ourselves what will be. Certainly, a time of careful, safe recovery will come with phased reopening of our beloved facilities and programs when we are able. Rest assured that the JCC is grounded in safety, in service, and connection. Then, now, and going forward. The building may be closed, but our community will thrive. Let's have a look together at some of the highlights of the year. A full impact report will be sent to you next week with review of this meeting. Let's look inside. So as you can see, we continued. Fitness subsidies, children in our schools, music students, 65,000 hours of music, and almost 1,000 older adults in our cultural programming. 1,200 Jewish and participants, our multi-faith, multicultural Jewish exploration program. So many members online. And 50 organizations made up our Downtown Jewish Community Council. 1,000 people on that Facebook group. And then we closed. And yet we continued with online programs with 40,000 participants, and that's just up until August. Calls to the vulnerable, and 427 access and inclusion participants. Wonderful. All of this was made possible by our J Community Network, 800 donors, 300 volunteers, and 191 community partners. Now's my favorite part. We get to look at photos of us in our building. What an exciting day when we relaunched the Al Green Theater with state-of-the-art accessibility features and brand new seating. Huge thanks to our lead donors, David Green and Daphne Wagner, and Barry and Lori Green, and the contribution of all 3 levels of government. Here's Jewish and in the kitchen, our community of intercultural, interfaith adults and families, with MasterChef Canada winner Jennifer Crawford when she launched our Challah Hang series in November. Jews, Scots, Scottish Jews, and those who love them, braided dough, and Jewish journeys. The gallery at the J was packed for On the Doorposts with Polish artists Helena Chernik and Alexander Prugar of Me Polin. Special thanks to Evelyn Tobin for coordinating, and Fenster, the Newburgh Holocaust Education Center, and our partner UJA Cultura Collective. Respected early childhood educators Hedda Sharapin from the Fred Rogers Center and Judy Morosuk from the Colorado Jewish ECE Initiative inspired our ECE staff together with the JCCs across Toronto and Buffalo for a conference. Our vibrant older adult community came out to the renovated Al Green Theater to celebrate Hanukkah with live 1930s jazz and dancing. Though we couldn't have known it at the time, our staff winter holiday party would be the last time we were all together in person for more than a year. Our vibrant Carmen Puyo led the 4th annual Polar Bear Spin right on Spadina. We also held a volleyball tournament and our 2nd annual indoor triathlon. Breakfast television and the Weather Network captured it all. What a surprise this was to all of us. I recall then that we thought it was only until April. Who knew how quickly we would be called upon to pivot online? The Toronto Star, Vice, Toronto.com, and several other local and national media outlets recognized the vital online programming coming from our Access and Inclusion team during this sudden time of isolation. Our Tikkun Leil Shavuot all-night learning festival is a flagship J program and usually attracts between 500 and 1,000 people. For the virtual Tikkun, over 1,250 people connected through our study guide, a Torah slam, and hourly live sessions that went on into the night. On June 1st, we launched our new J brand, reflecting a vibrant, inclusive, modern downtown community hub. The J logo is a sign of welcome in more than 160 JCCs across North America. We also freshened up our newsletter, The Pulse, to keep you informed of upcoming events and reopening updates. The Toronto Jewish Film Society partnered with the Toronto Jewish Film Festival, the Yiddish Winkel, and Ontario Jewish Archives to stream The Gender Lady, the fabulous Dr. May Cohen. 325 people watched the Canadian-made documentary, and 120 watched the lively Q&A, inspired by Dr. Cohen's achievements in women's medical advocacy for both doctors and patients. Our music department moved online to keep the music going for our students, ages 2.5 to 90+ years. 253 participants of all levels were united through the universal power of music, and over 250 people from around the world attended Suzuki recitals hosted on Zoom. We built MNjcc.ca, MNjccondemand.ca, a streaming service for online fitness, cultural, and children's programming. In the last 6 months, 400 people have watched over 10,000 videos. The Supporting Israeli Newcomers program gave Israelis the chance to connect with peers and support people in Toronto, to guide them through the process of moving here, starting even before they left Israel. Once here, 25 children and 3 volunteers from our J-Life Teen program helped the children learn English over the summer. Lots of summer preparation to get the J ready to open. Screeners at the front door, decals for physical distancing, plexiglass barriers, even masks with our new logo. Meanwhile, we stayed active however we could. 236 JCCers trekked, ran, walked, biked, wheeled, and rollerbladed 2,100 kilometers right here in Toronto to move virtually across Canada. On August the 4th, we reopened our childcare, preschool, and JK. Thanks to staff who carry out all the new protocols, the children continue to learn, grow, and socialize. It was so great to have them back in the building. In August, we switched databases to Amelia to serve you better, from online registration to booking swim lanes and spots on the fitness floor when we're open. So far, we've processed over 5,000 online program registrations and 500 membership sales, while reconnecting with 3,700 new and returning participants. Thank you to the amazing staff of the Miles Adele JCC. Because of you, we thrive.